artists, poets. This was a place the most learned people in the world sought to come to. And now it's this.
Well, I think I'd rather face the alchemist again than have to talk about poetry. What's the furthest you've ever been away from here?
We were there.
The end of that canyon? Here's one more. That's another. Watch yourself.
Let's go on.
Where are we now?
It's part of the royal palace.
You lived here? Just you and your father?
Most of the people who remained lived here. First the Vale was abandoned. The citadel fell into decay. Then the city emptied. Only the palace remained.
Spooky place for only a few people.
It's not ghosts we'll find here. It's illusions. The concubine will be waiting for us.
How do we get across here?
The corruption must have taken the bridges that were here. We'll have to go the hard way.
What was this? Your wine cellar?
The cavern was here before the city was built. After the palace was complete, they sometimes used this space for royal performances. Music, plays, great thinkers, magical words. All were once heard here.
I've never been to a performance. Never seen a play.
They're full of adventures, stories, and ideas. Dreams of what people can be.
There's a whole world of adventures out there, Princess. You should spend more time with those than in here imagining them. I do like a good story. But if the only place you saw the outside world was here...
Ideas are important.
Ideas are only as strong as the sword they hold.
Not everything can be fixed by hitting it with a sword.
True. But you can fix everything else with a lot of money or a little love. You can think about locking Armin away, but unless we use a sword as well, he escapes.
And without reason and courage to guide that sword, then all will die and be laid to waste.
The concubine sold her soul to Armin like the other corrupted?
No one knows who she really was. I don't know if even she does. Ahriman gave her the power of illusion, She could become who she wanted to be, make people believe whatever she wanted them to believe.
Can you cast illusions? If the concubine can.
I don't know. These powers are growing and changing. I don't know what I will be able to do, or if they'll just stop.
They won't stop. Or Maz, if you're out there, don't let them stop. If you and the concubine can both use magic...
My powers come from Ormaz, hers from Ahriman. We have nothing in common.
Is there any chance your writings tell us how to spot one of the concubine's illusions?
The only method is to break the illusion. Literally break it through contact. But even that isn't foolproof.
How did I get into this? And what is this I've got into?
Fertile ground is below us. The bridges that link platforms have gone.
We'll have to use those roof columns to get across and then drop down. No! The fertile ground is clear. Princess?
Can't move. It's the concubine. She... Ah!
Oh, does it hurt? Let me help you relieve the pain.
Ah!
Hang in there. I'll stop her.
Well, what have we here? A princess and her little man. Two little lost wanderers, no idea where they're going or why they're here. Everything you find. Try again, little man.
Hurry!
Lost in the desert, walking with purpose, yet lost all the same. What guides you then, little man? Who are you? Prince or pauper? Thief, nobleman, merchant, or assassin? You just know, do you?
Watch out for her illusion!
Oh, good. Another illusion. I needed the exercise.
Oh, I was over here all the time. I'm sorry for your wasted effort. Are you leaving her to her fate? Don't you want to be together in her hour of need? Stay on your stage, little man. Everything you do is safe. There's no difference you can make. That's the thing with life. It's so confusing. You think you know where you are, then everything changes. You crave her, don't you? But all she has in her heart is purpose. Ready for a little more? It's fine.
Princess! Don't worry. This is all part of the plan.
Well, it's been entertaining.
Ah! Please tell me there's a way to get rid of her permanently.
When we imprison Ahriman for good, or if we enter the palace rooms beyond the Black Gate. The
Can you stand? Well, never saw myself as appearing on a stage. I'd like to thank you for coming to tonight's special performance of Death of a Concubine.
She's not dead.
I can dream. Thought that's what stages were for.
If you don't dream, you will never be more than you are.
And if you don't wake up, dreaming's all you'll ever do.
Let's go to the next fertile ground.
You do eat, don't you? You're not just living on light?
I'm flesh and blood. The light seeds, I just know I need them. They make me feel stronger.
Where do those light seeds come from?
From Ormaz, the god of light. I've not seen them before, but I think they're linked to the magic I have.
How do we get off this?
We can climb up those rings over there.
Where would you go, if you could?
The ocean. What's it like?
Well, in the desert you feel alone. You survive the desert. But you live the sea. I'd be careful, Princess. You see that, you might not come back. Careful.
I'm all right. I must find more.
There's another one.
I feel stronger. Thank you.
Do it!
devastation is more than the work of corruption.
Why do I get the feeling if corruption didn't do this, something worse did?
In the last battle with Ahriman, the city was given to the warrior. I think this could be his work.
And I thought today was going to be a quiet day.
You should change your fortune teller.
Girl falls from the sky. Should have taken that as a sign. Nothing's ever that easy.
If it's any consolation, I'm glad you were there to land on.
Watch the edge! Let me guess. He's standing on the fertile ground?
Yes.
Does this warrior have any weaknesses?
The writings say he was a king. He asked Ahriman for help, and in return for the king's soul, Ahriman gave him the strength to fight the armies that threatened him.
I said weaknesses.
No mention of weaknesses.
You had to pick this religion. You couldn't have picked one where all the evil creatures were, I don't know, slightly angry sheep? If their warrior wanted his enemies killed, why's he ended up here?
Ahriman twists people's desires. The king asked for the power to save his people. Ahriman gave him that, and in return made an instrument of war for himself.
Is there anything we can use with the warrior against Ahriman?
Ahriman kept his promise. The king's people were left by Ahriman's forces, but they are still gone, vanished into history.
Girl falls from the sky. Should have taken that as a sign. Nothing's ever that easy.
If it's any consolation, I'm glad you were there to land on.
This place is coming down!
He's blocking us! Listen to your honor! Ahriman is not your master! Fight him!
This is not your fight.
Why does everyone want to tell me what to do? That was scary. Why were you trying to talk to that thing?
He's a man, not a thing.
If he was a man, he's not anymore.
What he did for honor. We should try and use that.
You don't want to use the warrior's honor. You think he can be saved. Just because someone has a crown doesn't make them noble. No offense.
He sacrificed his life for his people.
He did it so people would talk about his sacrifice.
You're such a cynic.
Not cynical. Realistic. You really think people do things that aren't about themselves?
Some people didn't take Ahriman's offer. They chose to fight.
Might not have been gold, but they still chose what was best for them. I bet they thought they'd get something in the afterlife.
So why are you doing this? There's no gold here.
Just because I don't want Ahriman to win doesn't mean I care about Ormaz.
You chose to stay because of who you are. Because you're good.
I'm not you. I don't want to live here so other people who don't care can live out their miserable lives. The gods, the people that died here, they did what they did because they chose to. Because they thought there was something in it for them. If the warrior's people are gone, why does he stay with Ahriman?
The corrupted have no choice. Ahriman takes their soul.
Can you see a way out of here?
I think we can get out that way.